music of movies. Beautiful and powerful soundscapes that help bring to life fantastic stories. Cinematic music speaks directly to the heart, taking us into inspiring adventures. And tonight, those very melodies call upon us to follow a celestial spectacle. And you never quite know just where that story may lead. So let the music guide our path and take us on a journey that can only be described as sensational.
inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. Under the lights where everything goes. When I hide, when I'm getting you close. When we move, well you already know. So just imagine. But you, when you dance, 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 feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I should done do, but you dance, 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 and ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body.
Systems critical. Deploying expert technical crew. Lighting re-energizing. Control systems go. Flamethrowers engage. H2O systems rehydrating. Show reboot complete.
There is something that I see in the way you look at me. There's a smile, there's a truth in your eyes. What an unexpected way, on this unexpected day, could it be? This is where I belong. It is you I have loved all along. There's no more mystery. It is right up there to me. You're the home my heart searched for to know. It is you I have loved. You I have loved. It is you I have loved all along.
This one is from my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh, peaches, peaches.
time circuits on, flux capacitor, fluxing, engine running. No. Not this time. Come on.
Okay, time travelers. Now's our chance.
It's incredible how a few simple notes, strung together in just the right key and tempo, can inspire the imagination, taking us back in time, leaving us wanting more. And as our cinematic symphony gently fades into the calm of the night, these enchanting melodies will continue to echo within us, becoming universal harmonies that inspire us all to live out our own epic adventures.
Thank you for joining us for Sensational, a symphonic spectacular. We truly hope you've enjoyed your visit here today to Universal.
We're gonna walk up to the side over here.
From all of us
It's
at
a little busy.
Universal Orlando, we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you and good night.
There what? We're both there that cool zone. I saw through the recording. I was like, wow.
Let me get out of here. We'll talk a little bit when we get out. It's just a little busy. So honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So. we can talk about this as we're walking by. If you look off to our right here, if you don't know, we're over by Animal Actors. If you're familiar with the park, this is where one of the food booths is, just one of the small outdoor ones. They are redoing it just like they've redone a few of the other booths, so that's good to see. I think it's better conditions for the workers, and that's always a good thing. All right, let's step over to the side. Hello. If you're just joining us for the first time, or you're a frequent viewer, I'm Cole. I don't do a whole lot of live things, so this is something a little bit different I thought I would test out tonight. We're here at Universal Studios Florida for New Year's. Obviously it's New Year's Eve right now. It is currently about 10:30, so we're about an hour and a half away. We're just gonna take you around. We're gonna go around Universal first. Or not Universal, we're at Universal. We're gonna go around Islands first. So we're gonna be actually walking out of this park after watching wonderful Sensational that I think is a really great show. But we're gonna walk out of this park, go over to Islands. We're gonna walk around, see the DJ booths, check out everything they have going on over there. Walk back over here for the New Year's festivities. So, love for you to join us from wherever you are, whether it is already the new year or not. We're gonna be heading around right now. Obviously, if you have any questions about the park, about what we're doing here tonight, drop them in. I'll do my best to answer whatever I can. Obviously, all the parks are open fairly late tonight. I believe both Universal and Islands are open till 1 o'clock. And for the first time ever, Epic Universe is open till 12. Would have loved to go over there, but I kind of came to the realization it was probably ridiculously busy there today, and it probably wasn't super enjoyable. So, definitely not...
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Definitely not, an enjoyable experience, I would say. But I'm sure it was super cool, or it's going to be super cool to be there at the New Year for the first time. I'm sure the fireworks are also going to be killer over there because they're in an industrial area, so set up a little bit bigger ones. So once again, we're heading over to Islands of Adventure right now. Take you through as much of the night as we can. Well, they actually have, over there on the lagoon after Sensational, they have Happy New Year up on the building from the Texas now. Don't know how well you can see that. It's a nice addition. One kind of cool thing they've actually done over here is they brought out all the holiday floats from the parade. And they have a bunch of characters out here meeting and greeting and just take photos with them, so that's fun. A little bit, it's nice when you go to something like this, just have something that's unique. Kind of keeps people interested throughout the night, even if it's not insane or anything. I don't know. My dad's off to the right of me. If you didn't know, he likes live streaming on TikTok a lot. Again, I'm not a big live streamer. I do more of the vlog type content. So if you're ever interested in that, go check that out, obviously. We have actually Shrek and Fiona meeting out here right now with one of the floats from the parade. That is the Shrek one, or one of the Shrek ones. It's like the gingerbread house with the piggies on it. Very good parade, might I add. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it down here for that. I was working, so that's just kind of how it adds up sometimes. Ooh, sorry, yawn. As we're walking past, I thought we would quickly talk about horror makeup. So, if you know this show, I'm a big fan of this show, actually. Universal Orlando's horror makeup show was recently kind of announced, but also kind of not, to be possibly closing here soon. It does seem like it's definitely gonna close here soon. We just don't know when. Originally, the time period was supposed to be February, or no, January, I think. It was supposed to be pretty early. That has now proven to be incorrect, and Universal has corrected them, or not corrected themselves, because I don't think they really ever announced it, but said that is not happening in January. But they did not specify whether or not it was happening or not. But it does seem like they are going to be taking it down. So I love that show, but I'm very excited to see what they do with it. I really hope it's just an update to the show and not the Five Nights at Freddy's that has been rumored to be replacing it. But I guess time will tell with that one. Both parks do have a live DJ, as you're kind of hearing right now. I hope you can hear me pretty well. I also hope the stream looks fine. It's the first time I've used this software before, so we're kind of just guessing whether or not it does good. Because I have no way of seeing it other than on my end. But they have a live DJ in this park that's playing music all throughout it. I do think they have a couple live DJs over in Islands. I don't think plays throughout the entirety of the park, but some of the main portions. So checking that out here momentarily. Again, we're walking out of this park over to Islands here in a moment. Also, just trying to keep the conversation flowing. Sorry if I'm yapping too much. It's also very cold here. I don't know if you can tell. I'm wearing gloves even. It's almost in the 30s, I think, or if it's not already in the 30s. Feels like it's a lot lower due to the wind. So it's actually kind of cold here for once. And that's more than glad with me. I'm tired of being hot. Christmas Eve, I was sweating. So I'm more than glad to be a little bit cooler instead of warmer for once. But it definitely has shocked, I think, a lot of the tourists that are here. So obviously this is the peak week for tourism here in Florida. So people came down here thinking they're going to Florida, came with shorts, and they realize it's cold. So.
That's right, everybody. All those songs turning 20 minutes here. Wow. Give yourself a big round of applause out here, my friend. Now, question for you. Who's having fun, anybody? Love to hear it. Did y'all know that we have got an hour and a half before the new year?
You can hear the live DJ there. They're going to be right over there in the park where Rip Ride was, you know, at that stage. One of the main lines over there for horror makeup kind of area.
Here we go, here we go!
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Come on now.
Yeah, basically the way they set it up here at the main resort is boat park as well as CityWalk.
As we're walking by, do you have anything you would like to ask? Any questions? I'd even love to hear where you're celebrating from. You're here in the States, or are you somewhere that New Year's already happened and you're just up way too late at this point? Or are you just holding off until that New Year in about an hour and a half here in Florida?
You can pay to park at the garage, come into CityWalk, and they will have
There's a surprising amount of people out here and actually in CityWalk. Obviously, I don't know, maybe not that surprising. CityWalk is free to enter, as they would say. But that free to enter is, you know, you gotta pay for parking. But obviously you're not paying park tickets. So there's gonna be a lot more people out here enjoying their time in CityWalk, especially with a lot of the bars and restaurants and different activities there to do. One other thing to just know, if you are either here in Florida or you're coming soon here to Florida, the Universal holiday stuff all ends January 4th. So you do have a little bit longer, just up to this weekend here, to enjoy those holiday festivities. Again, I do think they're 100% worth it. These are some of my favorite holidays, if not my favorite holiday stuff here in Orlando. Plus, it's all just included. It is interesting that they do have a sign there showing walking paths to the different resorts, including Portofino and for Hard Rock. Both those I do believe have pretty extensive bar systems, so, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have maybe some DJ type things over there, or possibly even some sort of music thing going on for New Year's. CityWalk transportation. They have all those boats running in between their resorts all along the water here. You can tell it's busy out here. This is going to be a packed area. Surprisingly enough, the parks are actually not too bad, it seems like, tonight. But with obviously the allure of CityWalk for a lot of locals especially, or even tourists that are here and don't want to pay for those park tickets for a day that they're going to stay out late, or they didn't want to get up early to go to the parks. It's a great spot to go. And obviously this is better than Springs, in my opinion. You know, much more of a party atmosphere here with live DJs and stuff. Tons of food location that obviously Springs will have, but the biggest allure here is you're going to be able to really see fireworks here, where at Disney Springs they don't do it. The best you can do is up on the garage trying to look over at Epcot, but I just don't think that ever actually ends well, so. Yeah, the bars have quite the line.
Thank you for the ball, Mike.
We're gonna start hustling a little bit. We don't have too much time. It's getting already a little late. We gotta make it back over to studios for the new year. We've spent New Year's at Islands, I believe it was 2 years ago. It was fine. I don't think I would call it anything like extraordinary, but we thought it was decent. So we were going to do that, but we decided we'd never been over to the studios for the new year, so we do that. They do have a live band out here. They just are about to come on, but I don't think we'll have enough time to see them. 10:45 and then 11:45. Probably doing something into the new year. That's always fun. Like they have another stage set up over here next to the waterfalls. Hello, welcome to Universal Orlando for New Year's Eve. It is a very busy time. If you can't tell, the parks have been nuts this week. It's definitely the week that I try to avoid the parks almost as much as possible as a local. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. So that's a pro tip. Try to avoid this week at any cost if you can. I understand that sometimes it's the easiest week for people to come when they're off work and school and all that good stuff, but definitely is a bit of a rough time. Looks like they have a corral set up over here. Not really sure for what. That's interesting. I'm not sure. It looks like maybe they're just going to do like a countdown on the screen at the it's really blown out. The Epic Store, that's what it's called. families to start leaving here pretty soon. A lot of families will tap out well before the new year, especially one with little ones. That's why Disney over at Magic Kingdom does do that one earlier. I believe it is at 10 o'clock. They do like a fake New Year's countdown so the kids can feel like they got something. Parents can take it back and they can just have a good night. Oh, I lost my father. I don't know where he went. He's walking so slow. I see it now. Currently already 10:40. Definitely gonna have to hustle around islands a little bit. Make sure we get back in time. And finally, we're at the entrance for Highlands. We definitely took the long way around there just to show you guys the stage and festivities going on over there. It does actually look like, I don't know how well you guys can see it with the wide angle, but there is some sort of private party looking thing going on over at the top of Hard Rock. Let me get my pass out here. Probably pretty useful to get in the park. Gloves on. There we go. I'm not used to wearing gloves. I live here in Florida. This might be some of the coldest weather I've experienced in a while. Once again, here, if you weren't here, it's down in the 30s currently. Feels like, I believe, at least, it might be even been in the low 30s at this point, so. It's quite chilly. All things considered. There's an Epic Universe. I do wish we could be there tonight. I think it would have been just so busy where it just would have been kind of miserable. And I love that park, don't get me wrong, but man, when it's busy there, capacity's poo-poo, man. It is bad. So. Alright, I'm gonna walk the entrance now real quick. I'm gonna put you guys down so I'm not bothering the workers.
Sounds like a nice warm spot to be. Yes, we will just walk through CityWalk.
Thank you. Happy New Year. They did it. I tell you, those facial scanners do not like when I wear a hat or a beanie or anything of that sort. It wigs them out really bad. Unfortunately, I'm wearing a beanie tonight. Holiday decorations are nice over here too. Those holiday decorations with the very, very pop music playing everywhere. It's kind of funny. You know? Our main stage over here in Islands is actually right here at the front. Again, we have experienced this over, I think 2 years ago. It was about 2 years ago. We came over here. We actually had a pretty good time. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. I will say, even though not a big fan of it after experiencing it more than once, Epcot probably has the best New Year's and it's hands down. I just find it a little bit miserable. It's so busy. It's so busy they have to create like a lane highway with cast members literally just on either side controlling the crowd flow because it's that busy there. And it's just much more of a party atmosphere. So it's so busy, it's a party atmosphere. People are bouncing around. I don't really enjoy that, at least personally. I'm just not a big party person, so it bothers me a little bit more. This is the crowd I kind of like. You can see there's like nobody here. Well, nobody here in the sense of it's the busiest week of the week. Or busiest week of the year. The week? I'm struggling tonight. I'm on low amount of sleep. So we'll celebrate the New Year's. It's about to get really loud, just so you guys know. Just a little fair warning real quick. Some interesting characters out here. They're like pirates on stilts.
We're getting 2026. Make some noise.
Interesting characters coming out. Let me tell you, they definitely were prepared for crowds here, but I don't think they got those. They have a lot of stanchions and crowd control up tonight, but they clearly did not hit it. Yeah, I mean, even over here, look at this. This is interesting. If you look, hold on, let me get around the PCB here. They actually have a New Year's Eve party zone, like, queue line. And they've set up a temporary queue line back here. That's interesting. They really were expecting it to be busy. Did not use it. Hulk's right above us here. I guess walking through here we can talk a little bit theme park oriented here. If you didn't know, I believe it was today. Today was the opening of the new Six Flags in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, the big talk of the town is Falcon's Flight. That is the brand new, tallest and fastest coaster, I believe, and longest in the world now. POVs have come out of it, so if you're interested, just go search it up. That ride looks wicked. I wish I could have been there for opening. It was just completely unreasonable for me to wish that, though. Never even been to a foreign country, don't even have a passport right now, and it would have been wow expensive. But man, that park looks really fun. Falcon's Flight, I've heard, is a great ride. So would love to get there at some point, hopefully one day. But man, I don't know, Falcon Flight looks really, really fun. My kind of coaster. Intense, but in the way of speed. Really liked Fury 325 when I rode it for the first time earlier this year. We went there for Scarowinds for the first time, and also to Carowinds for the first time. Love to know. You got any home parks you enjoy? I definitely want to go around this year. I kind of set a goal for myself to at least visit one new theme park every year. That's kind of my goal for foreseeable future. Hopefully this year, I'm hoping to make it to a few. Stay tuned for those. But hopefully there's some pretty big ones that I'll check off my list this year. I have some plans possibly with a few family members to make it to some more interesting parks that I've never been to. Because again, I'm really excited to hit some new parks this year. Got Captain Spider-Man over here, left side meet and greeting. Some new parks we hit this year were, what did we hit this year? Was Silver Dollar this year? I don't remember if Silver Dollar was this year. My memory is so bad. Well, we hit Silver Dollar recently for the first time. More and more recently, Six Flags released that absolutely diabolical $50 pass. So we bought that immediately, and we went to Six Flags over Georgia for the first time for just a couple days. It was a pretty good time. We did enjoy the park overall. I think it could really use some upkeep though. But what was there was actually very pretty. I liked where it was built, and the historic carousel was also super pretty. We also made our way, obviously, to Epic Universe. That I do count as a new park. I mean, it just opened. Even though it's a home park now for us. It was super cool. We got to go to previews galore. And then we got to, or I personally got to go to opening day by myself. And it was probably one of the most special, if not the most special theme park experience I've ever had. So it was super cool, obviously. You can definitely go check out that video too if you're interested, of course. We also went to Carowinds. Hi.
We want to know if you have a channel.
Orlando Experience.
Oh!
On YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yes. Carowinds was super cool. I definitely think I enjoyed that a whole lot this year. Fury 325 was a bucket list coaster for me. If you've ever been on it, obviously it's a speed demon, and I loved it. The water truck's still on here. I doubt they're running Popeyes. I would be really shocked. Oh, they've got another party station over here. I don't believe this was up when we came a couple years ago. Whew. This one's a little dead though. Hello. Happy New Year. Yeah, this is a little dead over here. Yeah, and unfortunately I think this was supposed to be, they were clearly anticipating bigger crowds, but unfortunately it does not look like they're here. To be honest, it's really hard to compete with Disney's New Year's adventures. Wow. Is Popeye down for refurbishment? There's no water in here. Interesting. I did not know it was down. But it's definitely down. I mean, there's no water. They might have taken it down over these cold days to do some TLC. But interesting view of the ride. See all the ride systems and even like the buoys and stuff to make sure it doesn't hit things. All on strength. Did say there was New Year countdown viewing over here. They just do it on the lake over here. Nothing super interesting. I don't even think they use any drones or anything. It's just fireworks. At least it was 2 years ago. I mean, obviously they have all the drones now, but I don't think they'll use it for it.
Stage there, where they shoot the fireworks.
Here's see if Dudley's open then. I know, obviously, it's so cold. I mean, who's getting on these water? Well, I say that. There's definitely somebody that would get on these nasty water rides in this weather. Some of the tourists will do some insane things. I would never be brave enough to ride any water ride in this kind of weather. My legs are already cold as it is. What? charger? I don't know if it's charged though. I think even if it is, I don't think I have a charger for your phone. Hard to do with one hand, I can tell you. Trying to get a feel right out. Sorry if it ends up being a little bit wonky. I don't know if this charger will work. It's been wonky before. I also am going to need it a little bit too.
Alright guys, we're going to step inside for just a few minutes and warm up before we get ready for the countdown for New Year.
So
if you'll hold on with us here, we will be back up live in about 30 minutes for the final countdown at Harvard at the studio. We're going to warm up for a few minutes because it's really cold.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you. We'll be back in about 30 minutes.
What? Oh, I'm freaking out now. This is the right one. Yeah. I'm gonna use the one. Hold on, bear with me. Get this thing plugged in. Oh, I gotta charge mine. Yeah. 20. Yep. They're dealing with it. Are there? Run around. Let us go laugh at them together. A brave trio. A brave trio have ridden the ride. I didn't think we'd see anybody, to be honest. This is a weird weight distribution now that the steel rod's hanging. Clearly they were expecting a lot of crowds and they did not get it. No. I don't know. CityWalk was packed.
Oh, yeah. Well, the CityWalk is kind of free.
Yeah. Well, other than paying for parking. Yeah. So I wonder if that was just for Sensational. It seemed like a lot of people were leaving, though. Well, that's fun. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but they have a Celebrate the New Year Universal Orlando Resort up on Jurassic. Kong is still down. It was down earlier. Our ride seems to have some fun problems here and there.
That's the only thing about summertime is it can start very late.
Wonder if we can, I don't know if Jurassic's open. Jurassic's open. We might find some brave people on this one. More people will ride this one because you can get a little less wet. I'll say one thing I do not like that Universal does, I feel like way too much, specifically at this park, close a lot of their food spots. Way too early. I mean, we thought about eating here, and then on our way here, Circus McGurkus closed at like 8. It's like, dude, your park's open till 1. It's like a main food location. I'll look over here real quick. I don't see any boats running. Oh, there's one. Nobody. Well, as we're standing here, if you didn't know, Jurassic River is going down for a quote-unquote refurbishment here in, I think, just a couple weeks. We'll definitely have to get a last ride on it before it goes down, because we don't know what they're doing with this. They have not said anything. The convenient thing people have pointed out is the exact refurbishment time is actually, I think, to the day, the exact refurbishment time that they did to change Jurassic Park into Jurassic World over at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'd be more than glad to have it, to be honest. I love this ride, but man, it is really starting to show its age. Nobody. Okay. I'll sit here for just a second. Well, I hope everybody's new year has been good so far. I mean, it's not too bad here. I'm actually enjoying the cold weather. I've been, again, said it earlier, but man, I was sweating on Christmas Eve. I don't love when I do that. I'd love if I didn't sweat on Christmas Eve. Last year was so much colder around this time of year, consistently. I mean, tonight's really cold, but last year it was pretty consistently in the 50s, maybe even 40s late at night. Tonight's now dipping into the 30s, but I'm a personally big fan of cold weather after a lot of warm weather. I'm not a big warm weather person. I was born here in Florida. I wasn't completely raised, but I've always kind of preferred the cold. Just enjoy being able to bundle up more than just sweat your brains out and just wear shorts and t-shirts everywhere, because that's all you can muster up to wear. Oh, there's people. That's a whole group of them. They probably got wet. There's a couple of them sitting towards the front there. That's a bad move. But at this point, it is 11 o'clock. That means we are less than an hour away from New Year's here in Florida. I've kind of noticed this park. It feels very similar to Epcot in the way, man, lighting is bad around this park. I would say camera sync fairly similar to what I'm seeing. It's a little brighter in person because I'm on the Ultra Ride, but it's not too different. Lighting in this park has always just been pretty low. Same with Epcot. I mean, you walk around that place and sometimes it is dark. Hang out right here for the second. My dad's in the bathroom. When he comes out, we'll continue our lap around. Eventually getting back to the front and again heading back over to studios for the evening. Ooh. Velocicoaster is going to be quite the cold ride tonight. I think queue time was about an hour last time I checked, but that was about 2 hours ago, so could be at any point tonight now at this point. Yeah, my dad had to stop its live stream on TikTok because he forgot his charger. And all the nights, he's gonna have to hold off and wait until a little bit later to continue the stream over there. Hate to plug it, but I mean, go check us out on TikTok. He handles all the short form content, including the live streams over there on TikTok. I handle all the long form content, full videos, ride POVs, shows, all the good stuff here on YouTube. And here we go. I do love Velocicoaster. I've ridden it just about every single thing of weather at this point. I've ridden it when it's cold, when it's hot, when it's rainy. Definitely least enjoyable was when it's raining. Felt like BB bellets hitting you at a point. No, I don't think it would be that surprising though with Jurassic River. I mean, obviously, let me know if you think differently, but I don't think it would that be surprising if it turns into World. It would turn this area a little bit more cohesive. Definitely a problem with this area has always been that it's just not super cohesive with its theming. It comes around, go over its top hat. Yeah, I just think this area has a cohesiveness problem. And there's so much Jurassic Park stuff mixed with the Jurassic World stuff. And I wouldn't mind if they kept some of the Jurassic Park stuff. I mean, they could theme it to like old world Jurassic Park, like from the new movies. We got one of the baby raptors meeting out here too for New Year's.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
This is pretty unique meet and greet.
Would you like to help me out with the training exercise? All right, come on over here for me, okay? So what we're gonna do is I need you to hold up your fist. You're gonna have her say Sierra here, and that is her name, so she's gonna be focused on your fist. So I need you to say Sierra here really loudly, okay, for me? Sierra. Okay. There you go. So now she is zoned in on your fist. So now I need you to move it very slowly for me. Very good. Very good. So now you're gonna move it back this way. Very good. Now this could go one of two ways. She might try to eat your fingers, or she's just gonna follow your fingers. We want the second one, okay? So now move them up for me. Move them up. There you go. Very good. Now move them down. Very slowly. Very good. Very good. Very good. That was good. That was very good. Good job. All right.
It's pretty interesting. I don't know if I've seen that meet and greet recently. Oh, also back here at the pizza place right there, just released new food items that I have not tried yet. They're both like pizza cone things. Think almost like kind of the ones they have at Epic and Burke, but they're instead like hollowed out like cheese or garlic bread. One I believe is just like meatball and marinara. The other one is the Alfredo one. They both look very good. They are really pricey, but might be good. Might be worth it. Definitely have to check it out one day. Man, it is very slow over here. Would say another factor into it tonight, other than just it's getting late, but it is cold. So people that didn't bring proper dress or are at the parks all day, they're getting cold now. They don't want to be out here anymore. It's understandable. Oh, is that new?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Didn't even know. New freestyle machines on a new food booth. I didn't even know about. Kind of forgot this was even under construction. It doesn't look like it's anything too interesting here. A lot of the times these new snack booths have something a little more interesting. Looks like turkey leg, popcorn. They do have a strawberry crispy cookie. And churro chocolate sauce. New freestyles though, right there. That's nice. Yeah. It's kind of a nice spot for freestyle now. There's 2 freestyles over there too. So 4 freestyles all in a very small area. We're walking out of Jurassic and into Potter now. Curious to see what the line for Hagrid looks like as we walk by.
Sawyer looked at me and he goes,
Hogsmeade. Some of the best holiday atmospheres in here, but that's purely because it's already snowy here every day of the year. So they just had some Christmas lights and boom bam, it's Christmas. Happy New Year! It's crazy to think that there's so many people already in the new year. We're still stuck in the awful year of 2025 for another 50 minutes. But Happy New Year. I hope it was all good. Hagrid is posted 2 hours still. I wonder how true that is. I don't know how many people are going to want to be in line for Hagrid's on the new year. I guess there's worse places to be in line. Be in line for Ministry for another 5 hours. Hogsmeade is now over. That's interesting. King's Cross is still showing a 35-minute wait. Ugh. You'd be cutting it pretty close at this point. Now we're walking into the gutted Lost Continent. We'll see. Maybe by the end of this year, Lost Continent will finally see its last breath. Possibility. Been a lot of rumors. Lost Continent could be going here pretty soon to make its way for something new. Possibly Zelda, possibly Pokemon, possibly something else. Still one of my favorite areas of this park, and I am kind of a little gutted to see it actually get torn out, especially just because I like the mythological nature. But everyone loves building IPs, and it makes sense. It's a good way to sell tickets. I mean, people are way more excited for a Zelda land to open than just some like Greek god land, so it makes sense. But I will miss a lot of the non-IP lands in these parks, so a little unfortunate to see, but it is what it is. It's gonna happen no matter how much we dislike it. Mythos. This is one thing I do hope stays. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see, but Mythos is one of the best theme park restaurants, at least according to a lot of critics, but I've honestly never eaten there. I might have when I was really, really young, but not old enough to actually remember anything. Yeah, I could see them almost keeping this very beginning area of Lost Continent just for Mythos. It's such a pivotal kind of part of this park. It's that restaurant. And finally, we made our way over here to a very merry Seuss Landing. Obviously, this is the place to be in this park for the holidays. Left side of us here is normally where the Grinch meet and greet is. You've probably, even if you're not big into theme parks, you've probably seen about 1 million TikToks from both here and Hollywood of that Grinch meet and greet because it's been so popular. not a big meet and greet person, and honestly, it's so popular that it's kind of annoying to do because it ends up being like 3 hours, even non-holiday time. So it's just, I don't know. It's, in my opinion, not super worth it. But no, I do think the character is insanely funny. I mean, that's completely up to you to decide. But for me, meeting a character for 3 hours of my day, especially if I was here on vacation, it's a big no for me. Gotta get back over there soon. About 45 minutes too. I can't believe how early some of the dining closes here. It's a little much. Left side of us here is Grinchmas. In my opinion, the best holiday show around here. One of the best theme park shows, in my opinion. Really great story. Obviously a classic one. Oh, they actually still have Hogsmeade and greeting out here. Hello. Happy New Year. That's fun. I never would have expected the Who's to still be out here this late into the night. Yeah, they're all still out here. Interesting. Thought we'd walk quickly back here into the Whoville tree lot. This is something brand new for this year, back here in Seuss Landing. It's nothing extravagant, but I would say it's a nice area to take like family photos and stuff. Bunch of trees back here, and a bunch of ones that are like themed to certain Dr. Seuss stories. So the first one's obviously Grinch with its greenness. As we continue back, you can tell which ones are the special trees. Cat in the Hat, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Am I right? I don't think so. Is that I don't know what that movie's called, or that story's called. Whoopsies. If anyone knows, you can call, tell me I'm wrong. That's Cat in the Hat. It is clearly Cat in the Hat. Fireworks in the distance. Universal Studios here in Florida is actually pretty close to residential neighborhoods, so residential neighborhoods are shooting off their fireworks. That was Lorax, if I'm not mistaken. This is Redfish, Two Fish. See the fish up there. Sure what this one's supposed to be. I don't know what this one is. I couldn't figure it out. Just like gold. Could be the birds. Two birds. I don't think so. Yeah, no problem. Beyond my expertise. Surprised that Ooze are still out. The brave few riding redfish, bluefish. You can get actually fairly wet on this ride if you didn't know. Oh, don't worry, we were filming the fireworks. We've got about, I think, 40-ish minutes for New Year's, so if you want to stick around, we will be there. We're gonna head actually over to Studios for fireworks this year. They have both ones here at Island and over in Studios, but we've never been to Studios for New Year's, so we're gonna try that out. Yes, don't worry. We will be seeing the countdown and plenty of fireworks tonight. One thing that I feel like only locals will really recognize, but man, a little disappointed this year. The front area to Seuss Landing is usually some of the coolest parts of the Seuss Landing area, with these two trees on the side. Obviously you can't see it looking like it at all because they're not been working all the holidays. These are all like screen light bulbs. So they make like, I don't know, like images and stuff on it, but unfortunately they've not worked at all. Oh, there's another one over there. Yeah, we found another DJ booth. Check it out real quick before we start heading back over to Universal. Make sure we're over there in time. We don't want to show up too late. Defying gravity. Obviously, they love playing the Universal songs here. Down that way, it looks like. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's probably getting a little loud again.
Here we stand, worlds apart, hearts broken in two. Sleepless nights, losing heart, I'm reaching for you. Feeling that it's hard, can change your mind. If we can go on to survive the time of your life.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of stuff set up, but yeah, definitely not the crowd for this. How's everybody doing tonight? If you're just now joining us, we are at Universal Studios, well, Universal Orlando Resort right now. Not quite at Studios.
Hello.
Happy New Year. How are you guys tonight? Hoping everybody is having a good New Year so far. If it's already New Year for you, Happy New Year. If you're coming up on it, just like we are here in about 35 minutes, stay tuned if you're enjoying the stream here. We will be heading over to Studios for the festivities and to watch the countdown there, and they will have plenty of fireworks for us to see. So, we're gonna have a good night. Seems like the crowds are actually showing up over here a little bit more. Looks like this middle stage here. I'm Cole, by the way. You don't know. Love for you to stick with us throughout the night here. We are locals, obviously. You can probably tell that by our name being Orlando Experience. around here. We cover theme parks, not just around here, but beyond. Got to go to a lot of fun ones this year and hoping for more in this next year. It's gonna be exciting. I think it's gonna be an exciting year for us. I think we're gonna get to go to some parks that I've been wanting to go to for a long time. Definitely interesting characters out here that you normally never see. Feels like very like classic Islands of Adventure characters that you would just never see today, other than these kind of events, or even sometimes those pass holder nights or some fun character meet and greets. We actually got to meet Frank the Pug at pass holder nights. That he's from Men in Black. He's one of the agents. It was an actual pug with a suit on. So that's one of the only meet and greets I've ever waited in line for, and it was a long wait. We were like an hour and a half to meet him, but it was worth it. We got to meet a dog, so that was fun. But these sometimes these special events like 4th of July and New Year's here definitely have some more interesting character meet and greets. So if you're in the area and you want to meet some more interesting characters, definitely around this time of year is a good time to hit these parks up to have some interesting character meet and greets. We're about to head back out into CityWalk and then into Universal Studios to finish off our night. We'll do a quick jaunt around there and then make our way over to the main stage for the New Year fireworks and countdown. But we've had a great year here on YouTube. It's been a good year for us. We've grown a lot throughout this year, both on here on YouTube and over on TikTok. And it's been overall just a fantastic year for us, both YouTube and like content-wise, but also just a fun year. Recently, we just got to go on our first ever cruise. Well, first ever cruise for me, and I had a really great time. We were on Liberty of the Seas for Royal Caribbean, and we got it for a complete steal. I mean, for the both of us, I think I paid like $316 for the whole trip. So it was 5 nights. We went up to Coco Cay, that is their private island on the Bahamas. And we had 2 days at sea. It's a great time. We obviously have videos on that if you're interested in how that went. The other things we've done this year, we went to Carowinds in October for the first time for both Carowinds and getting to ride Fury. That was a bucket list coaster for me. We also got to go to Six Flags Over Georgia for the first time, even though it's not that far from here, but first time we've been to it. It was actually a pretty nice park. It surprised us. Definitely could use some TLC in areas, but Goliath was very fun, and there were some other fun coasters throughout that park. So should be a fairly exciting year coming up here. Again, we're hoping to do more of those Six Flags parks because we have that pass that they sold for, well, if you started in Six Flags Over Georgia, $55. I mean, $55 is a nice dinner for 2, so we jumped on that pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know what this party going on up here in Hard Rock. I don't know if it's like a private party or if it's like if you are eating there or if you can just get up there. They do have a little party going up on their balcony. Juicem seems like it's actually bumping too, all things considered. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, but I didn't know if you like had to buy something to get in there. CityWalk. I don't know how well you can see that. That whole stadium area filled to the brim with people, even all over the grass. I haven't seen it like that in a while. Like we said before, CityWalk is pretty popular in the New Year's, especially for locals, just because it's somewhere you know you can get into, see fireworks, you get live music, plenty of places to get food and drinks, and it's just a really great place to be during the New Year's. And it does get busy, but it's never like Epcot New Year's. You can definitely feel like there's a little bit more of a relaxing feel to this environment rather than a super party one. Or you've been keeping up with it. Rip Ride Rocket was one of its main coasters, if not kind of the main coaster, in July. Completely ripped out. It is gone. It was all torn out during the Horror Nights season. And it was interesting to watch it from inside Horror Nights because you get to basically walk through the construction zone to get to some of the lines. We don't know what's replacing it quite yet, but believe it will be coming in 2027. The two are pretty heavy at this point. It will probably at this point be most likely Fast and Furious, same coaster type they are getting over in Universal Studios Hollywood. A drift coaster, new type of coaster. It does look fun, but I do hope that it's number 2. That was a pretty heavy rumor at start, now kind of has faded away. It's going to be Ghostbusters. That was the main one because it is going in. The entrance for it is going to be back where the old Ghostbusters show used to happen at the old firehouse in New York.